Hi, today we're going to cover 3 fixes for clear English on the phone. Many people say to me, I really hate spelling my name, address or email address over the phone because the other person doesn't get what I'm saying and it gets too hard and frustrating. In this video, I'm going to cover some common mistakes that people make when they're spelling their details over the phone. If you get these right, there'll be no more confusion. You'll nail it every time. We're going to look at these 3 things. Using prompt words for spelling. We're going to check your pronunciation of alphabet letters and correct word stress in numbers. Let's start with the first one, using prompt words for spelling things. Do people sometimes think you've said M on the phone when really you were saying N? Do people sometimes think you've said F when you were saying S? Some people think they're not pronouncing these sounds correctly, but this isn't the problem at all. The problem is simply that they sound almost exactly the same over the phone. So to avoid confusion, you should do what most English speakers do when spelling something on the phone, and that is you should use a prompt word. For example, M for Mexico, N for New York. It can be a city, an animal, anything as long as it's clear and easily recognizable. This will help your listener know exactly which letter you mean without the confusion. So if you're spelling something with M or N, you should definitely use a prompt word. Try these with me now. M for Mexico. M for mother. N for New York. N for Nancy. Now, I also highly recommend you use prompt words for the letters F and S. Try these. F for France. F for Friday. S for snake. S for Sam. Some people will find that they also need to use prompt words for these letters too. P and B, and T and D. Okay, so if I'm spelling an email address like this, I would say, my email address is S for snake, J, K, M for Mexico, and then the word sky, SKY, at gmail.com. Try to avoid using a really long email address. Make it short and easy to say and spell. Now we'll check some alphabet letters. I often hear people say E, and I'm not sure if they mean A or E. They're trying to say A, but they're mispronouncing it, and this causes confusion. So let's go through commonly mispronounced alphabet letters now. This is a double vowel. It's not E, it's A. It is E and E joined together. Try it now. A. Feel both vowels, one after the other. A. Don't forget the E in the second part. A. A. If you don't make the second part, it will sound like E, and this is confusing. Now, there are other letters with this double vowel in them too, which are often mispronounced. Let's practice them now. K. K. Remember the double vowel. A. K. Now, this one is sometimes confused with this one. The difference is in the vowel sounds. Listen carefully. J, G. J has the double vowel A. Ready? A. J. G has the long vowel E. G. G. This letter can be pronounced in two ways, H or H. Either way, we need a double vowel. If you use a single vowel for H, it will sound like H, which means something else. Ready? A. H. 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 This one is the long single vowel E. If you make the vowel too short, it can be confusing to your listener because it sounds a little bit like I, which sounds like the letter I. So make sure you're using a good long vowel, E. This vowel is a double vowel, two vowels joined together, O and then U. O. O. It's not O, it's O. Now let's move on to my last point, pronouncing numbers clearly. Do people ever think you've said 50 when you were trying to say 15? This happens to many of my students, and it happens because they're not using good word stress. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll understand a little bit about how important word stress is for speaking clearly in English. Let's practice making the correct stress in numbers now. When you say a number in the teens, put the emphasis on teen, like this. 13, 14, 15. This will make it clear to your listener. When you pronounce words in the tens, such as 30, 40, put all the stress on the first part, like this. 30, 40, 50. Now let's practice them in contrast. Copy me. Focus carefully on your word stress. Ready? 13, 30, 14, 40, 15. Check you're getting a good n at the end of teen as well. 15, 50, 16, 60, 17, 70, 18. Now in this one, check you're getting a good A vowel, okay? It's the double vowel again, A, 18, 80. In 19, I hear a lot of people leave out the second N sound. In 9. Make sure you're getting that. So there's actually 3 N sounds in the word 19. Try it again. 19. And 90. 90. If you do the things we've just discussed, people will understand you much more easily when you're spelling your details over the phone. See you soon for another video on improving your English pronunciation. Keep listening and keep speaking as much as you can. Have a great day. Bye.